try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine. From pain it's a blessing, new focus, no guessing. Just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
going on, everyone? So what is the title of the stream? GPU mining after Ethereum, questions answered live. So we just put that there so people would click. Now we're probably going to talk about, oranges growing in California, maybe Trudeau's electric car policy, maybe even, I don't know, how about them Oilers? I'm just kidding, guys. What's going on? What's happening? How's everyone doing? It is Sunday today, and we got 53 viewers, 19 likes. Come on, guys, smash that like button. What's going on here? Smash it, smash it. Let's do our quick roll call, see who we got going on. We have Johannes, Mike Baldwin. Here we go. Abhisheki Ajapat. Oh my gosh, I butchered that. Sorry. Arrogant Strider, what's happening? New mod. Oofer, what's happening? First and last. Hey, what's happening? Gregory, Red Pots, Oofer, I'm sorry to hear about that 3700X. I don't know what's going on with that thing. That's definitely, like you said, that was a Silicon Lottery loss. Tenacious D, what's happening? Sting Cool, you've been mining AVN solo the first week. You found 7 solo blocks, then went 11 days without one. Got a solo block today. Haven't even calculated if it's paying the electricity or not. You know what? Let's find out, because while this was going, I kind of did that. So if we go into the block rewards for AVN, we do see that the block reward is 2,500. You smashed out 7. That's 17,500 coins for a total of $3.63 for the week. So again, depending on the power, I don't know. That doesn't sound too hot. You're probably better off right now because the hash rate has been dropping to mine, on a pool. Pool mine the crap out of that if you're looking for some avian. Because yeah, I don't know. Back to the chat here. What do we got here? We'll get back to that topic in a minute about avian, but Hugo Down, Oofer, thank you very much for the $10 donation. Sorry for my rant. And here's funds for the Ripper. Yes, the Ripper. But oh my gosh, I want one so bad. Like, it would help with rendering and stuff, but the justification of building 3 or 4 like 5950X rigs over a single thread Ripper, which is equivalent and a little more efficient than 2 5950X is just, I don't know. It's so crazy. It's insane. Anyway, stay cool. Red Putts, Dave Collins, Ichabod, Mike Baldwin, Kryptonic, Dave Collins again, Curtis Mackham, V third, 3RC. I don't even know. We have 5900X at 1 volt, 3.9, stable as a rock. Nice. What are you mining with that thing where it's stable? It does depend. I believe it's also algo, unless you mine everything with that and it's stable at 1 volt. And 3.9, actually, yeah, 3.9. It should be that on pretty much everything, actually. So yeah, awesome. That's good stuff. Abhishki Rajupat, what's happening again? What's up, bro? Yes, the 5900X is a great CPU. The only issue I have with the 5900X is it doesn't come with a cooler. AMD's why'd they cheap out? Like, that still makes the 3000. Oh, the 3000 scalpers are getting a hold of it. But if it comes back down, in price to where it should be based on its generation, the 3000 series is probably still the best buy. It comes with that cooler. That is another, depending, $40 to $80 off a cooler that you have to get for the 5000 series. And I'm assuming the 7000 series is not going to come with a cooler either, because why not? People are going to buy the CPU. Why add a cooler? That's just extra cost on AMD's end. So they did that with the 3000. Everyone loved the CPUs. And then they just said, you know what? We're not doing it anymore. Thank you very much. Keep buying our new stuff and adding more to your cost. So that's what's going on there, probably. But yeah, I wish they would add coolers. Hopefully they add them to the 7000 series, but I doubt they will. But, it came with this 3000 series. That cooler is absolute beast mode. That's all you need for those CPUs. What do we got here? Hello, everyone. To Chow. Mental Mining UK, what's going on? Bad Cat, what's happening, Bad Cat? What are you up to? What's going on? Oh, I just skipped. I was too slow, busy talking, and got sidetracked. BLR, Jasper, Rizit Mining, what's going on? Red Putts, and yeah, we got everyone, I think. I didn't see Mr. Fudweiser, so I don't know where he's hiding. He's hiding somewhere. But someone asked up here, hey, Rabid, I like button smash, awesome. Someone said, asked if GPU mining will ever, oh, right here, the Chow. Mining is going to end. Oh, when Bitcoin ends. Never mind. It was above that. I don't know where it is. Somebody asked though. They said, "Hey, Rabid, will mining ever end?" And in theory, no, it won't end. It can't end unless everything goes POS. it can't end because you need miners to validate transactions. You need miners to do everything like Ravencoin, Ergo, Flux, all these things require miners to do verification across the network, or the coin itself wouldn't exist. So no, mining won't die. When we talk about, you know, GPU mining after Ethereum and stuff, we're referring to profitability. And we looked at some of the prices yesterday. And it looks like, you know, at a 5 times difficulty increase, if you're paying, you know, around 6 cents per kilowatt hour, which I'm sure the majority of you guys aren't, you know, everyone's saying, you know, the average is 10, and, you know, most of people out there are probably over 10 cents. But we did see if you're paying about 6 cents or less, you know, you could still potentially remain profitable at 5 times the difficulty jump. Now, we are expecting, I just used 5 times based on 50% as a quick rough number to kind of show you what's going on, but we're still expecting the difficulty to go higher. So that might have to drop you down to like maybe a 4 cents kilowatt hour thing. I don't really know. Didn't do all those numbers there, but you know, we could see at least a 10 times difficulty increase across the top 10 coins at the same time. So we don't know what's going on. But back to the original question, we do need these coins. So it's going to vary depending where you live and what your power price is, the GPUs you have. That's why I do recommend, you know, A2000s are pretty much, you know, a top-notch efficient GPU. Yes, you're going to need a lot more of them, more systems, but overall in the end, it's going to pay off, you know. Going over, taking that road instead of a bunch of 3080s, or, you know, we saw some people were getting A5000s. They're very efficient, but then the price, you know, you could get 4 A2000s for the same price of an A5000, end up with an extra 100 mega hash. So, you know, it all depends where you go with, but, you know, it comes down to efficiency. It's going to come down to the power cost and how you go. Now, obviously, mining farms, they own power supplies. They own, you know, solar farms. They own all sorts of things. They only pay 1-2 cents kilowatt hour. So you can't compete with them. Other people, residential miners, they do have solar. So you can't really, you know, these are all their own categories. But when it comes to the majority of the residential miners out there, you're paying at least probably 10 cents kilowatts per hour or higher. Myself, I'm locked in at 6.5 cents. But with the extra charges added in through distribution fees and everything else that Fortis does that isn't even part of the power company, they're the people that own the power lines, they have all these extra charges coming in. I'm around 15 cents per kilowatt hour. So I'm already expecting it, and I'm prepared. I'm mentally ready. So when Ethereum leaves and if something looks red, I have no issues shutting my GPUs off. I also am not looking to purchase any GPUs. It's looking, you know, prices are coming down, availability is there, so we're going, oh yes, GPUs. But we looked at the other day, what was it, a 3080? It still, if Ethereum lasts for another year, you could still pay it off potentially if it lasts another year to POS. But will it happen? We did see, what was it, like 250 days or something? If you bought one right now, a Founders Edition at MSRP, you have potential. And remember, that's non-LHR and everything too. So this is Founders Edition. An LHR version, you know, you're pretty much screwed there. But I know this is the cheapest GPU you can get, you know, for the models. The Founders Edition, they're non-LHR on the majority three, you know, the 3060 Ti, the 3070, and the 3080. Everything, oh, and the 3090s, but, you know, highly not recommended because those are way too much power, not efficient, and, you know, just way so expensive. But you know the point I'm getting at here. Fudweiser, hold the line. I'm driving to the casino. Oh my gosh, Tech Man, you're going to the casino again. Is it a Sunday thing? I got to keep track of this. I'm going to make a little tally chart for you, Tech Man, just so you know. And then, you know, every Sunday I'm going to see, is he going to the casino? Because that's a couple times now you came up. Now, I don't know if that is in, what's it called? I don't know if that was happening on Saturdays or Sundays, but I'm going to keep a tally chart down. Every time you say you're going to the casino, I'm going to put it down. And I think it's turning into a Sunday thing. That's hilarious. I don't know where Stingy is either. Yesterday, he wanted to see some Canadian shampoo. And now he's not here today. I totally forgot about it. Yesterday's live stream, we started talking about stuff. And now I'm just like, oh, man, I got it all ready for him. And now he's not here. So I don't know. Should we just show you our shampoo and then he can just rewatch the stream later? He does that sometimes. So we'll do that. We're going to show you some Canadian shampoo. It's probably not even Canadian. You can buy it in Canada. You can probably get it anywhere in North America. So, but let's find out. Where is it? Where's my camera? Bam. There we go. Camera time. All right. So Stingy, if you're watching this later, here we got some of this stuff. Bedhead, something, color goddess. I don't even know. Oil infused shampoo for colored hair. You can't even see that. It's not even focusing. Focus. How come it's not focusing? Try that. I don't know. My camera's being glitchy. Oh, there we go. There we go. So oil infused shampoo and scroll. Okay, bed head, whatever that word is. And then we also got some Burt's Bees stuff. Body wash. Right here. So Stingy Focus. There we go. Energizing body wash. Citrus and ginger. So if he sees this later on, hopefully he sees it. I don't know if he will or not. But there you go, Stingy. Even though you're not here, we're still thinking about you. Oh, man. That guy's awesome. If you guys are just new to the channel and you don't know what's going on, you know, we do the Canadian product showcases for Stingy. He usually comes in. He's from Norway. And he's always looking to see stuff from Canada. So we showed him like boxes of cereal. What all do we show him, guys? You guys are usually around here all the time. We show him all sorts of stuff. Boxes of cereal, meals, cooked meals, and homemade hamburgers, and I don't know, everything. He always wants to look at something different from Canada, so we keep doing it. It's crazy. What happened to normal Head and Shoulders? I don't know. I haven't had any of that for a while. I used to use Head and Shoulders all the time. Not sponsored in any way by shampoo. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Oh yeah, the mustard. We showed him the ketchup and the mustard. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, what else? Condiments and I don't know. We showed him all sorts of stuff. Chump Change, what's going on? What are you doing? What's happening? How's the trailer coming? I saw you were wiring it the other day. Is it all wired up now? 2060s are a new egg for 329 as well. I know GPUs are all over the place. But yeah, I don't know. I'm only looking for A2000s personally myself. Everything else I'm kind of staying away from because we don't know what's going to happen, but the numbers aren't looking good for once Ethereum's gone. But there's other factors we can't, there's factors we can't really calculate, like how many people are actually going to shut off, you know, based on response from everybody. It's like, no, I'm not shutting off. I'm never going to shut off. There's no point in shutting off. It'll never die. It'll always be profitable. So that's the mentality that most people seem to have right now. But I really think you should start thinking outside the box and being like, well, you know, something might actually be happening here because I don't know, based on some numbers I've been looking at and we've been kind of going over, like seriously, like I know we had a crypto winters 2018, 2013, 15, 16, stuff like that. And GPUs, you know, they were crypto winters. They weren't mining that much. They're still making like 20 to 50 cents per day. But that's still green. That's in the profit. And, you know, after Ethereum is gone, potentially we're hitting the red. So it could be worse than any previous crypto winter that you've ever seen. If you've been mining for a long time, then you kind of know about the crypto winters. If you're new to it, you don't know what's going on, then you know the profitability. And then we're also talking about it's not going to be, you know, a crypto winter per se. Yes, I still think crypto, the market in general, is still going to come down a little bit. It's going to crash. But I don't foresee any type of major bull run to happen until 2024, 2025. We look back at history, you know, every 4 years, yes, things are different. Things are happening. More institutions are coming. But it still falls in the same cycles. Like, look at 2013 dropped. December, spike, crashed. 2017 came, spike, crash. Within 4 years, 4 years later, 2021 came, spike, and then it actually lasted quite a bit. So if we look back, actually, let's have a look at that right now. Let's have a quick peek here. Let's just look at Bitcoin price. I don't remember whatever I used, but let's have a look at Bitcoin price and kind of, you know, we can estimate. We can do a good guesstimation of when we can expect things to happen. I know if you go to Reddit or something, you'll see, oh, it's going to pump. Ethereum 10,000 by the end of the month and this and that. Guys, don't listen to Reddit. Please don't. But let's just look at this. So let's go all-time high. We got Bitcoin here. You guys can kind of see this. Let me see if I can adjust. There we go. So let's go back. We're going to rewind over to way back when, 2013. Wow. So here we are. Look at 2013. And, you know, a lot of people don't talk about 2013 at all. Because look at, you look on the chart, you'd almost miss it. You would miss it. Look at this. It's a little blip way back here. You think, oh, nothing happened there. Nothing happened in 2013. But 2013, realistically, is when adoption and everything on Bitcoin first started happening. So, like, look at this. Boom. Now, if we zoom in, we can see something happened here. So, look at, we're sitting at a price on Bitcoin of 131. Bam. We went to, I thought it was 1,000 here somewhere. Come on, where are you? There you go. A little over 1,000, but you know, you wouldn't think much. Oh, it peaked at 1,000, but coming in from 127, that's a times 10 jump. That's a nice jump. And then again, you know, it just crashes right after. We fast forward to 2017. Let's take a look at this now. Here's 2017. And look at the difference between them. We got, you know, this little blip here, 2013. And then we're coming up to 2017 here, which is then, you know, each time. Now, 2017 happened. It was everywhere. The news, all these things all over the place. It got a little more and more adaption here. It obviously lasted longer. Look at the time frame between this to 2013. Just a little blip. And then 2017 lasted a fair bit longer. And then we hit that winter. And then bam, exactly. Now remember, 13, 4 years. 2017, 4 years. 2021, 4 years. But look at the size difference here. We go from 2013 to 2017 to 2021. Now, 2021 actually lasted a good year and some all the way up till right now. But the reason why I'm thinking we're not at the bottom, this one I can't really tell because it's so small. But if we look at 2017, it actually took 1 year from the absolute all-time high to hit the absolute bottom. So just basing, you know, a theory here, we hit the all-time high a little later on in 2021 in November. So I don't expect the bottom to actually hit throughout this year till around the end of this year. So November. So we're going to see, just like we saw here, we went up, we go down, we go up, we go down. That's normal. This is a crypto thing. And then we're still seeing the same thing. We're going up, we're going down. But I still think the bottom is coming. And then eventually 2024, 2025 is the next halving, depending, you know, how many blocks are found and hash rate coming in and difficulty going up and down. Sometimes blocks are found faster, sometimes slower. So it's constantly changing. As it looks right now, it's looking around 2024. But then we're going to go from here to here to here. And 2024, I am expecting something in the areas of this. You know, we'll probably be sitting in this area here. That's insane. So that's crazy. This is how this is kind of looking if we go like this. So I'm thinking 2024, 2025 is here. So if you bought at the high here, you're like, oh no, I'm doomed. I'm doomed. You know, people did the same thing here and then they got scared and they cashed out. But guys, look at the peak differences. If you hold on to that till 2024, 2025, I think you're going to be holding on safe. But, and our market, you know, is obviously in general, I don't think we're going to crash too hard. Let's just have a look here. I'm imagining we'll probably settle around this mark here. I think our actual low is probably going to hit this area in here, which is actually where it hit down here, which is interesting. Never actually noticed this. Where is that? 29. So it looks like around 29.30 of BTC. So we could potentially maybe go a little lower. Let's say 25 to 28 may potentially be the low on Bitcoin possibility. Remember, I'm not a trader. I'm not a chart reader. I don't know nothing. I'm just basing everything off history. You ignore everything that's going on in the world and you just look at this and everything seems to be following the same. Now, everything, like I said, everything is getting bigger. And when we're moving into the next one, there are some massive institutions that are filing for, you know, Bitcoin-based backing and stuff. Right now, they're not even live or anything yet. It's just rumor mills in the background. But there's some massive investment firms that are applying that. So they're still in the works. And those are set to be delivered around 2024 or so also, which is the timing of the next halving. So these interesting things are kind of playing out as well. So like I said, it's extended. So the next bull run will probably last potentially 2.5, maybe 3 years. It might last the majority of the whole cycle. Then we'll see a dip again and go down. But eventually, you know, another 2 or 3 cycles, the cycles will probably be hanging out fairly consistent throughout them all. And we won't be seeing, you know, the peaks like this. We'll be seeing, you know, more of a steady thing like this, but right across the board. So they are getting longer, they are getting bigger, and they are looking good. But now, back to the original discussion about GPUs. Yes, we could see potential price spikes, but between the end of Ethereum, which we have no idea when that's going to happen whatsoever. When is that going to happen? We don't know. They keep extending it. They're never going to tell us the date. Most likely, they could extend it for 2 years, but we're only going to know like 2 or 3 months at a time. That's going to be like, okay, we need more time, 3 more months. We need more time, 3 more months. We need more time, 3 more months. And then, you know, eventually it could take 2 years just from doing that, but we have no idea. But so pretty much expect it. It could happen, you know, October. It could happen still in July. They still never said they're going to delay that difficulty bomb. They didn't say that. They said they may have to delay it. Now, because they're saying they may have to, that's pretty much a guarantee that they're going to, because they never said that previously. They've always just delayed it. But now that they're planting the seed that they may have to delay it, you know, it's a fairly safe assumption to say that they are going to delay it. But still, the main thing is they said that they were going to, I know as Tim Baco's original tweet was not happening in June. Well, it technically never was going to happen in June. The difficulty bomb was set to happen in June, but they still have 1 to 2 months before the actual block times hit at least 17 seconds where it's actually going to be impacting the network in any way. So they still have 2 months from when the difficulty bomb drops to release it. And that's when they were actually saying their July-ish type of timeline gives them that time, because they have 2 months to work on it. And if it's not ready, they can just extend it or throw out that quick implant. So we are still on track for potentially a July or August until they actually delay that bomb in June. Then we know we're safe for at least another couple months, but we're still waiting for that delay to happen. Is it going to happen? 99.9% yes. They're going to delay it. It's probably going to be October. Then if they delay it again and they're still not ready and they say it's December sometime, you could throw that right out the window and already say it's going to happen early next year, because they're not going to do anything in December. December's Christmas. They never do anything in December. They're lazy. When it comes to December, it's, out the window. So potentially maybe early January next year, maybe March, who knows? But we're going to see 3-month timelines. Now back to the GPU situation. This is going to be a crypto winter once Ethereum is gone for GPUs only. The market's still going to be fairly decent. Like I said, we're not going to see a massive crash like we had in 2018. We have a lot more money and everything into crypto, and it's growing each cycle. So we're not going to see a massive crash. So we still have Chia and CPUs and ASICs and all these other ways. They're going to be just fine mining away, in the profits. But GPUs, just because of the hash rate coming in, is not looking very, very good and profitable. Like we saw some numbers there where only 5 times the difficulty increase on Ravencoin will take an 12 by 3080 rig and make it $-1. Negative $1 something. You go from 520 coins a day currently down to 103 coins per day. Are you going to go out and buy a bunch of 3080s for, 100 Ravencoin a day for, making $-1 something per day? I don't think so. And because of it, it makes more sense at that point to turn your rig off. Now, why would you turn your rig off? Well, if you're mining a coin and it's costing you more in power than the coins you're getting, it makes sense to shut it off. So if you shut your rig off and you actually buy that coin for the power that you spent on mining it, so say you mined it, spent $600 on power, you ended up with 103 coins. If you were to shut your rig off and buy it for that same $600, you would end up with like 180 coins. So crypto's going to pump. Awesome. Keep mining it. Why? You're making more buying the coin than you are mining it for the same price. So it makes more sense that way. And you're not even getting a return on your investment because it's not making anything. So there's that other aspect there as well. Now, I know ETC could be the big go-to. This is another thing a lot of people are talking about. You got same overclock settings. You got the same, it's pretty much the same algorithm. It's just called ETC hash now ever since that Thanos hard fork. And allegedly some ASICs can't mine it yet, but the Jazz miners and stuff can. So the GPUs, you're just like, oh, I'm going to go straight to ETC. It's been pumping. It's looking good. But all them ASICs, like the Jazz miners, which GPUs cannot compete with whatsoever, are going to be going there as well. And the A10s, they're probably getting a firmware update from whatever I hear down the rumor mill. That's not available yet, but it's probably going to be coming sometime soon. We also heard, who was that? That was Yeti the other day. He also mentioned that HiveOS is working on an A10 firmware, which means they're going to make the A10s probably more efficient. If you know anything, like say the L3 Plus, it's normally 800 watts. You put in Hive on firmware, it drops it for the same mega hash down to 660 watts. It drops it 120 watts at the wall, and you don't lose any hash rate, any hash rate. There's no losses there. So the efficiency goes up and your hash rate remains the same. So if they're doing this to like A10s and stuff and a firmware upgrade comes, then this is going to make A10s even more efficient than they already are. So these are other things to kind of keep in mind. Now, currently the way it sits, A2000s are, on par. They can throw punches with the A10s, but if they become more efficient because of Hive on firmware, they're no longer able to throw them punches back and forth. So, things are getting crazy. But that's ETC. We still have all the other coins out there. Now, GPUs are going to flood the other coins, and it looks like at only 50%. And we do think there's probably about, let's take a look over here. So we're sitting at what? 1.61 petahash right now. And, you know, we did the numbers based on 50%, but there's probably 70% GPUs. 70% of Ethereum is most likely GPUs. Now, I know you're probably thinking, that's impossible. It's mostly ASICs. It's all ASICs. Now, I was talking to Max Voltage a little while back, and if you guys remember something, let's just do another refresh of this. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. So back here, I know some of you guys have already noticed, gone through it, but there's probably new people watching the channel as well. But back in this area, right about here, March or so, February, this is before 1559 was coming into play. And at the same time when they were, you know, testing 1559, they were also talking about and testing another EIP, which was to remove all the ASICs off the network. They wanted to get rid of them all. So they're like, okay, well, they're thinking about it, they're talking about it, but then they came back and based on all their data, ASIC's hash rate would hardly have dropped at all. It would not do anything and really affect the network. So they canceled that EIP. So we're already sitting here and they're already saying the majority, like 80%, is GPUs at this point. So we're already at least like 400 mega hash or 400 terahash here of GPUs. 3000 series also released in this area. We know Hut 8, all sorts of others, millions and millions and millions of dollars. Crates of GPUs went out to all these mining farms on top of all you other miners out there as well. You know, people were buying these cards for mining. All of a sudden we have a hash rate, boom, to the moon where we're sitting right now. So we can easily probably say we have about, you know, 65, 70% of this is probably GPUs. And I just based some easy numbers off 50%. And 50% can easily times 10 the difficulty on the top 10 coins at the exact same time. And we looked at times 5, and 5 times difficulty increase would crush the top 10. Quick numbers here, you know, times 5 increase on Ravencoin. If everything moved to Ravencoin, you know, that's 60 times the hash rate coming in. Flux has over 170 times the hash rate. Ergo has double the hash rate of what we're seeing here. So about an extra 1 petahash, I guess, at 500 terahash, which was like 30 or 45 times the hash rate. You see where the numbers are going. So there's easily enough hash rate. If you took 10% out of all those, out of 50, this is only 50%. If you took 10% out of that, put it on the top 10 coins, easily times 10, the top 10 coins at the same time, where times 5 increase turns everything in the red. So, you know, GPU mining is not good. It's not going to be a good investment right now. Once that happens, we need coins to severely pump way higher than we've ever seen them before, or we need a lot of hash rate to come off of these networks. So this is why we look into other ways to mine. That's why I like to look at these ASICs, like the KD miners. Like, you know, right now it's a 1.5 ROI for a KD box. It's a 1 year ROI for a KD box. Yeah, but GPUs could potentially be 0 ROI. What if you can't pay that thing off? If it's in the red, it's not paying itself off. If it's in, you know, 50%, you're looking at a 10-year ROI if it's at 50%, 50 cents a day on a 3080 or something. So, you know, these ROI values, it's time to look past the, you know, be pre-1559 when a lot of miners came in. We were thinking, oh, 6 months, this GPU is paying for itself. You know, 4 months, some of them, because they're so profitable. 1559 came in. Sometimes we've seen some massive blocks, but now we're sitting around majority of the time. You know, we're sitting in the, you know, the 200 plus ROI days currently. But once Ethereum's gone, you know, if no hash rate comes in, we're already over a year. Now we have the hash rate coming in. Like the days of 3 to 5 year, or, you know, under a year ROIs, paying your hardware off is over. It's time to think of 3 to 5 years, at least, and coming in with like CPUs coming in at still about a 1 year ROI. They're looking very good. We got ASICs coming in at 1.5 years and very profitable. Once they're paid off, very, very profitable. Like a KD box, $9 to $10 a day in the current downtrend market for only 230 watts. That's insane. GPUs won't be able to touch that, even with big price jumps in the future. What is it?
How do I defeat it?
I don't know.
It's so hard.
Oh dear.
maybe when you come up, maybe you could look it up how.
Yeah, I'll try to find it after. Little one's playing Kingdom Hearts, and she's on one of the bosses, and she's having a tough time. But yeah, these are some of the things to look at. Soon, solar will be better than mining. Yeah, soon solar. Technically, if you got a massive solar farm, you could just sell the extra power back to the grid and, you know, make some money on there. But these are things that I really think people got to look into. Like, there's still a lot of promotion for, I'm just buying GPUs. I'm buying GPUs. You know what? GPUs are down. Let's buy them. But I'm really trying to raise a red flag here because things, I really hope I'm 100% wrong, but these numbers are not looking good whatsoever. Like, it's really going to change things. And like I said in the other stream the other day, I'm agreeing. This is the only thing I'm agreeing on the Ethereum devs is they're telling people too, like, I know as high and mighty as it sounds, like, stop buying GPUs, guys. There's people out there that are still spending $30,000, $20,000 on rigs because they don't really know what's happening, what's coming in, and it's just insane. But you're not going to be getting that investment time, within years and years anymore. But again, we could be wrong. What if Ethereum could be extended for years? And if it does, great, awesome. But you got to prepare and weigh the pros and cons. Is it worth, taking out a loan? Is it worth spending massive amounts for a potential future that could be gone in the next 6 months? Or is it going to be extended and, drop that money and hopefully you get all your money back in time? It's something that's really iffy right now based on Ethereum devs' track records. Obviously it looks like it's going to be extended for quite a bit more time, but what if it does drop? That's the one thing. What if it does happen? Things are definitely going to be changing, guys. If China invades Taiwan, GPUs prices. Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking of that, yeah, their GPU prices would definitely skyrocket. But I'm not predicting, but I'm expecting, the 4000 series of GPUs. They're probably already in shortage. We looked at an article the other day, and I've been talking about for a couple months. Like, China doesn't really affect it, but Taiwan, they're starting to lock down. There's shipments are already being delayed and stuff out there due to recent COVID transmissions and stuff like that. So we're already expecting now NVIDIA put down a massive amount of money to ensure that they would have the silicon. But you know what? I don't know, guys. We could still see a massive GPU shortage coming into the 4000 series. And looking at some of the specs on those GPUs, they didn't even look that great. But we'll see what happens when they finally release and how they actually go. Will Ravencoin price go up after ETH is no longer possible because they will switch to Raven? No, I know, like, GPU miners, they bring a lot of hype to a coin and stuff, and that's good. That's a good thing, people think. But remember, is Ravencoin doing something that Ethereum is doing? Like, I know they got smart contracts going on for them now. They're starting to do some NFT things and stuff. But the miner, as a miner, do you go out there and are you buying the coin that you mine? Seriously, think about it. Are you buying that coin? You're mining Ethereum right now. Are you buying it as well? Are you using it? Obviously, we're using it, but we purchase stuff with Ethereum stuff, or at least I do. That's how my whole channel was funded off, most of my mining. But when I'm purchasing hardware and stuff, but think about it though. Like, we're talking Raven. Are people using it for all sorts of stuff? Is it a usable tool for everyday life? Is it easy to get into, easy to get out, easy to swap? If people dropping NFTs and everything on it, that's where it makes a coin valuable, not just the miners. Now, the miners can bring a lot to a coin, 100%. But unless other people are going to be buying that coin as well, the price isn't really going to go up. So you got to keep that in there as well. It needs something big. And honestly, when it comes to a lot of the coins, the biggest used coins are all POS, which kind of sucks. So we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But if something really takes off, maybe they increase some block rewards or something for miners. I don't know, to make it a little more profitable to keep it in. There was another interesting fact came up the other day. Who was that? Was that you, Tech Man, that asked? Somebody did, about mining pools and stuff limiting the miners. So that question got brought up yesterday. And it was a very interesting question, and I never thought about it much until I actually read something a couple days prior to that, so last week here, about there was one pool that was limiting miners. So they can do it. They can do it. But imagine this. What if, they want to keep a coin profitable, they limit the miners on that pool, and in order for it to actually work, obviously they would have to limit, all the pools would have to do it on that chain. So that means they're only allowing in an X amount of miners for this coin and an X amount of miners for that coin. And you're on a waiting list and all this other stuff. So what if that becomes a thing? That would be insane. And because of it, and because, they'll be like, oh, this mining pool is in high demand, we're going to raise our fees up to 5%, 10%. These are some of the crazy things that may actually happen. I don't think it will, but there's potential that it could happen. This is very, very interesting. I never thought of that, but it makes sense. Think about it. okay, this amount of hash rate is going to kill the coin. But, you know, if we only have this amount of hash rate, but then you can kind of, that won't really work actually, now that you think about it, because you can just whip up a new pool. You can whip up a solo pool if you want and start solo mining. So I don't know, there's a lot of factors. I can't really see that happening actually. Because like I said, like if I wanted to mine, oh, they're not letting me mine Flux. I'm just going to whip up my own pool or a node or something. I'm going to solo mine to mine. Kind of like what I do with Yatacoin. I have my own node going. If I want to solo mine it, I mine to my own node. We're solo mining Yatacoin. We're not on a pool that's charging, you know, fees to get in. So I don't know. There's other aspects around things, I guess. So I don't know what's actually going to happen. RabidMining and limiting mining on pools would be economically unstable. You would have thought of it because it won't happen. Yeah, it won't happen, but it has happened. It won't happen across all these coins, but it has happened last week. And I can't remember which coin or something it was, but there was a pool or something limiting miners to it. Only an X amount of miners could mine. It was set for a certain number, no more. So the possibility is there, but the ways to get around it, there's a lot more. But yeah, that's very interesting. 100%. Yes, 1K flux. I have 70 right now. I have 15 flux. I don't have any flux at all. 0. I got 0 flux. Well, I got 15 flux, so not 0. I don't know. But like, I don't know, guys. Like, flux will need you. Oh, I don't even know what. Like, for flux, it's gonna need, like, if flux wants to take over that amount of hash rate, it's gonna need like 1,000 times price increase probably. Or at least 150 or 500. I don't know. Let me see. Like, where is it here? Where's Flux? Let's look at, you know, what's a top notch? What are the Flux GPU? 2080 Ti's. Aren't they the top dog right now? 2080. Let's look at, you know, let's do a 12 by 2080 rig. Calculate. And looks like Cero's better. But still, you know, we got Cero's been on top for quite a few GPUs lately. I'm interested. I never mind this. If you guys mind Cero, maybe it's something we should get into. But I don't know. Oh, it's almost on par. What? Yeah, it uses more power. It's more profitable than Ethereum. If you're paying cheap power, you might be better with 2080 Ti's anyway. Look at 2080 Ti's. It's making more before power. But obviously it's prog pow, so it's using a bit more power. It's more core intensive. But after power, it's less profitable. But, you know, straight up pure coins you're getting to sell, it's making more money. That's crazy. That's insane. It's more profitable than Ethereum right now. Anyway, we're looking at Flux here. We're going to Flux. We're here. There is currently, I messed that up. Okay, we're at Flux. Bam. Here we are. 202 mega hash. So like, where's my calculator? Hash rate calculator. Where'd you go? Oh man, I lost it. Consensus. There we go. Hash power calculations. So remember, we got 1 tera. So we had, yeah, we were at 5 million. 50%. At 1 petahash is 5 million 3080s. So we need our 5 million 3080s here again. Bam. Zel hash. Let's have a look at Zel hash. So we have this amount of hash power copy. So it's hashes, not mega hash or anything. So we need to throw that into our standard hash rate. Copy. So that is 395 mega souls. 395 mega souls worth of hash rate at 50%. Remember, it's not all going to hit one coin, obviously. You know, people are going to come. What? Here's another thing. Everything you're thinking, everyone else is probably thinking the same thing. Maybe, unless you're super smart and you got a different idea. Like, you know, what I would do, instead of coming here and looking at the top coin, I would probably go way down here and mine something down here. Okay, these are all negative already. I go to this coin that's at like $1.25. It's at the bottom. I'm going to mine myself some block money because everyone's going to be fighting at the top and being not profitable. At least this down here, if no one touches it, it's still at least profitable. So, you know, some of you might be thinking like that. I thought about that lots. You know, go to the bottom. Don't start at the top. But obviously, most people are going to come to here. They're going to look at the top. They'll be like, oh, this one. This one, although in theory, if these are all red, the one I just tried at the bottom is going to be on top. So that won't work either. But you know what I'm getting at. But anyway, people are going to come here. They're going to go move this. Then they're going to, Ethereum's gone. Then they're going to move the Conflux. Then they're going to move the Flux. Then they're going to come back to this one that's on top. They're going to be going like this. And you're going to be moving your rigs constantly. A lot of people just say, forget it. I'm done. I'm going to nice hash. And then now, what if nice hash, you know, picks up a massive hash rate? What if nice hash starts picking up over 50% of a lot of these coins at that point? And then we're going to start seeing a whole bunch of attacks coming across a bunch of networks. So there's going to be a whole confusion and cluster of crazy stuff happening once Ethereum is gone. It's insane. People don't realize that you're participating in an attack when you're using NiceHash. Now, you're not doing it on time, but someone we know with a deep pocket, they could go, oh, NiceHash, okay. Oh, look at that. All the hash rate fell off, you know, that everyone's fighting over here. Ravencoin hash rate dumped. I'm going to, you know, 3.24. All right, I'm going to rent 2 terahash worth of hash rate, and I'm going to attack Ravencoin. And you could be attacking Ravencoin and not even know it. So that's a thing that NiceHash does have when it comes to issues. So be very interesting, because a lot of people have even said it in previous comments, oh, I'll just move to NiceHash. I'll just go to NiceHash. So, you know, a lot of people go to NiceHash. We start raising potential attacks on straight up POW networks here. So, you know, there's another downfall to using NiceHash in this thing. But you're going to be jumping around a lot. If you mined in previous crypto winters, you know, this was more profitable, then this was, or I'm just going to hang out here for a couple of days, then I'm going to move to that. But you're going to be jumping all over the place. And like I said, people will get tired of that. They'll either go to NiceHash or something, or they'll just shut their rig off finally. But you're going to be jumping around. So all the hash rate won't obviously go to one spot like we look at Flux. So we can say, based on the hash rate, you know, we have 2 mega hash here right now. And, you know, and there's over 395 mega hash, you know, that's over 170 to 200 times the hash rate that is coming in. If it all came at one exact time, you know, obviously Flux is going to die. But just 5 times, like I said, we're looking at only 5 times increases. It puts all these coins in the red. If you're at 6 cents per kilowatt hour or higher, you're in the red. Actually, it's 6 or lower. So maybe like 7 or higher, you're in the red. But most of you guys are probably not paying cheap power. That's complete power. That's, you know, your power, your other bills, everything that comes in based on your power. That's what your end result has to be in order to be, you know, at least 8 cents profit. You're going to spend $100,000 on rigs for 8 cents a day? I don't know. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. It's in the green. But yeah, I don't know. These are some things we thought we'd point out to you. And I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? What's going on in the chat here? We got 123 viewers. 49 likes. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit all these crazy buttons that involve stuff. We got a Threadripper fund going, because we do know we want to try a Threadripper here one of these days, but they're too expensive. AMD doesn't talk to me because I'm not big enough. Oh, sad times. All right, we got a bunch of ads here. We'll go somewhere at least. Limiting mining and pools would be economically okay. Yeah, that's where we started. I went through trying to run my nodes and pool and mine coins for my own equipment. The node setup is the reason it's not possible. Okay. What happened with Raven last time? Yeah, we were looking at that, Red Putz. Same thing as last stream. We couldn't find it. Where did that hash rate go? Did they just shut it off? Is it gone? I don't know. That's a very interesting. We've seen the odd little bloop on like Ergo, and we saw a little bloop on what other coin was it? ETC, I think, had a little bloop close to that time, but it wasn't exactly at that time. But yeah, we couldn't find where all the Ravencoin hash rate went. If you're unfamiliar what we're even talking about, Ravencoin did have a halving, I don't know, a couple of months back now, I guess. And, you know, the profitability dropped quite a bit. And the profitability now is back to where it was because half the hash network left. So 50%, that's a times 2 or divided by 2. That was only times 2, and it was still profitable, but it was not very profitable. We already seen half the miners ditched the network and they went somewhere else. But we couldn't find where all this hash rate went. We found the odd spike on Ethereum Classic. We've seen a little spike on Ergo, but nowhere near where, you know, like, what was it? What was the spike? It's sitting at about half right now. Where's Ravencoin? So Ravencoin hash rate 3. So we lost like, let's look at it. Miner stat. Where's miner stat here? Miner stat. Miner stat. Ravencoin. Just have a look here. How much hash rate actually left? We don't know. Like, did they just shut their rigs off? You know, it didn't take long. Definitely didn't take long. I do assume a lot right here. So it was at 10.5 terahash, and then it just dropped down to 5.9. So like almost 50% of the hash rate just disappeared. So 5 terahash worth of, and it's slowly been declining since, but where did 5 terahash go out of nowhere? 5 terahash of Ravencoin hash rate is a lot of hash rate. That's quite a bit. You know, on Ethereum, that's probably what, 15, 20 terahash. That's 40 terahash worth on Ergo. Like, where did this hash rate go? There isn't really any massive spikes. We've seen, like, you know, 1 terahash or something on Ergo and maybe 1 on Ethereum Classic, but that's not even a quarter of where the hash rate. So did they shut off? Did they just turn their rigs off, said, that's it, I'm done? I don't know. Very interesting, but it didn't take long for that hash rate to disappear. So that's another factor that we can't really compare to, because we don't know how that factor is going to play after Ethereum's gone. Based on everyone's feedback all the time, it's like, I'm buying GPUs and I'm never shutting off. So, you know, based on what everyone's saying, no one's ever going to shut their rigs off. So the hash rate's not going to drop. So we got to look into other options. But I'm telling you, you guys most likely are going to shut off. I'm going to shut off. I have no issue saying it right now. I will shut my GPUs off if they turn in the red. I'll probably shut them off if they're under $1 a day or under 50 cents a day. So, you know, that's probably something, you know, maybe 20 cents. I don't know. But depending how close it gets to and what the power bill looks like and everything. But I have no issue shutting my GPUs off when it comes to it. And I'm really planning on and expecting to do it. So are you in the same boat? Do you actually expect to turn your GPUs off? Because that's probably the mentality we should start looking at. So the factors we can't kind of play here's the first week. How many people will shut them off? We have no idea. You know, it's probably going to take a good month before some people even realize Ethereum's gone. Like, people just let their rigs run and they don't even care. They check on them once a month, once every 2 months. They're like, oh, it's not hashing, or the pool's down or something like that, right? So, you know, we have people like that we got to factor in. How long till they realize something happened and they try something else, or until they actually just shut off as well. So these are factors. We don't know how it'll play, but the bottom line is GPUs could be in a massive bad winter for at least 2 years. And when this happens, obviously people will either be selling off rigs or stuff, or you'll be holding them. I'm not going to be selling anything. I'll hold on to them. We hit a nice price spike. Maybe the next go-to coin isn't even here yet. There may be a coin in the works that we don't even know about yet. And when it drops, you know, it could be everyone's savior. That is still a possibility. That could be happening. More coins that come, spread the hash rate more. You know, these are all possibilities, but we just don't know yet. So there's other variables we can't factor in, but, you know, the chances of them are there. To survival, I won't eat, I won't drink. I agree, Rabid. I'm in. Where are you? I will mine. See, there we go. I will mine. But yeah, how long till people turn off? We need a massive price increase, and we need miners to shut off. That's the only way something will become profitable. And, you know, Flux has a lot going for it, but it really needs to be at least another 100 times of what it is now to accept some hash rate. So things are crazy, guys. Things are crazy. Your number one mining source, you must be talking about using XM rig on Android. I did it. Definitely isn't that profitable. Cell phone mining with XM rig, that's crazy. It's crazy. You guys are crazy. I think I mined Scala XLA once on my phone for a little bit just to try it. I can't remember what I was getting, like 100 coins a day or something. It was that like 4 cents. I don't even know. It wasn't very much. I have a 1,000-watt solar system with 400-hour lithium batteries. We'll run one of my rigs. Hey, yeah, no problem. Hey, if you got little stuff like that, you know, why not? If you're not paying for your power and your solar or something's paid off or something, do it. Zero power is then, you know, ultimately you're profitable. If you're not paying for any power, that is your largest expense. If you can get that power price down and the amount of power you're using down, that's the way to go. Like I talk about all the time, you know, there's a lot of people that say density. It's all about density. You need density. You don't need as many rigs. You don't need all this. Yeah, that's true. But, you know, after Ethereum, I don't think density is really that good of an idea, because going more dense, like 3080s, 3090s, 4080s, 4090s, when they come out, they're going to be burning more power than what they're worth. They're more expensive. And, you know, you get those other ones. So like currently right now on Ethereum, if we were to fill a full 240 volt, a 30 amp, 240 volt breaker right now, a circuit, you have about 5,700 watts at the 80% rule. It's like 60 something watts, or 7,200 watts, 100%, and like 5,400 or something at 80%. So you have 5,400 watts or 57, whatever the number is, to work with worth of power to run 24/7. If you were to fill that up with 3080s, yes, you got dense. You're sitting at about 2.1 gigahash at 5,400 watts. Not too bad, looking good. If you were to fill that, if you were to get rid of all those 3080s, filled it with A2000s, you would be using the same amount of power, but getting 3 gigahash. You're getting an extra 1 gigahash for free. Same amount of power, you're getting an extra gigahash. This is where efficiency and stuff comes into play. You might not notice it with 1, 2 cards, 6 cards, whatever, but you start building out massive farms, 4 gigahash, 3 gigahash, 2 gigahash, whatever. You start small with this thought in mind and just keep building efficient, which is what I'm really picky on my GPUs and stuff I get, how I run my CPUs, all these things. I look for the highest hash to watt ratios, and you can fit the, the other argument is, oh, why would you do that? You can get, more coins for this. But yeah, take a CPU, for example. I can mine XMR for 15,400 hashes at 240 watts, or I can mine at 13,600 hashes for 109 watts. That doesn't make any sense. The minimal gain you're going to get, unless that coin goes times 1,000 when you actually see that, is very, very minimal. You're not worth it whatsoever. So the same aspect is here. You look for hash to watt, you run efficient. Don't be jumping out, oh, that's awesome coin. Oh, that's 100 mega hash. Awesome, I'm going to get that. Why not, get a couple 41 mega hashes and use half the power, and you're getting more hash rate and stuff. So these are some of the options you should be looking into. It's about efficiency, not usually pure density. But again, depends on the situation you're in. Some people just don't have room. You need the apartment. You can only fit maybe this much in like a 6x6 room, so you might have to go that route. So, but a lot of the people, they're building sheds, they're building this, they're building the space for their stuff. So build with efficiency in mind. Don't just build to stash your rigs or something. So these are the ways I look at things. These are kind of how I do things. I'm not saying do this. This is not financial advice. It's just, I think it's probably the best bet to go, especially after Ethereum. You want the highest amount of hash that you can get for the least amount of power possible. Then you can at least stay online longer, or at least come back online sooner. So yeah, that's just, my little rant on the whole situation. You guys can agree with me. You guys can disagree. I take everybody in. If you have a better idea, if you have an idea at all, let me know. Say, hey, Rabid, but I think we should do this. And I'll be like, hey, yeah, you know what? That's probably a good idea. If I'm 100% wrong, I have no issue saying, guys, I'm sorry. I messed that one up. I'm sorry. But these are just, kind of what I think is probably the best off to do. Don't sell, just turn off and wait. Yeah, red putts, exactly. I'm not selling. I also have a YouTube channel, so I got to test stuff. So that kind of throws me in a different situation. But yeah, I wouldn't sell anything at all. If another coin comes up, another bull run hits, everyone's like, oh, remember in 2018, like, what was it? It was, what was it? 2020, 2019? I can't remember when it was. That summer, like 380 mega hash. The difficulty on Ethereum was so low. It was like 400 terahash or something. Like 380 mega hash was mining 1.2 Ethereum per month with RX 580s. That's insane. 1 gigahash right now is only doing like 0.4. So your 580s with 380 mega hash was like 3 times more, mining more Ethereum per month than a current gigahash is. So that's, some of the little ways difficulty does come into play. You don't really feel it, but that's just the way it works. But yeah, don't sell. Back in those days too with that 3080, like I said, I bought, 12 RX 580s. I got 2 motherboards, 4 power supplies, the Amazon rack, everything. Complete setup for like $1,300 Canadian. All of that, imagine doing that right now. 12 GPUs and the full complete mining setup, 380 mega hash for $1,300. Yeah, I don't think so. B250 mining experts then, we're only $30 a piece with the CPU and RAM. They're still over $200 with no CPU and RAM. So this is like the price differences. Like you could pick up RX 580s, 8 gigabyte cards for $50. They're what, $200 to $400 still. It's crazy. It's absolute. This is Canadian prices, guys. So USD, it's going to be a little bit lower than what I said. But this is what we're going to be looking like once Ethereum is gone. I know some of you think, I got resale value on my GPUs. It's better than ASIC. That's true. There is resale value. But once Ethereum's gone, they might not even have any resale value. You just went and bought it for, a little over MSRP, and now you mine for it for 6 months. You're trying to sell it for MSRP. Not going to happen. you're probably going to get at least 50%, even lower. There's going to be so many GPUs and so much hardware on the market. Prices are going to be tanking hard. So keep that in mind as well. What looks like a good deal now, yeah, it's probably not a good deal. Wait a couple months after Ethereum. If you really want to pick up hardware for mining in a future bull run, wait till Ethereum is gone. Don't do it now. You could probably potentially double and triple your complete mining farm doing that when everyone else is selling and the prices are down. Legitly, a 3080, you could probably get 3 3080s for after Ethereum for then the price of one right now. So keep an eye on this. You can get non-LHR cards, won't really matter, well, unless Ergo and stuff. But, you know, you can probably be picking up non-LHR cards as well after Ethereum's gone for, you know, 2 to 1 to what you could be getting right now. So save your money, guys. Wait till that happens and then pick that stuff up. Prices are drastically going to drop. As good as it looks right now, you're going to be getting a lot more later on if you just hold out. Remember, patience is key. Look at that solo ETH block. Patience is key. You try solo mining, you do it for a week. Oh, shut it off. Didn't work. Do it for a month. Oh, shut it off. Didn't work. Wait 2 or 3 months. Bam. There it is. And you're a winner. Like, to mine the same amount as that. So I ended up 2 months in advance. So it would have took me 5 months of mining to equal the same amount as one Ethereum block, which got hit in 3 months. So the next 2 months is pretty much like free Ethereum mining. So keep that in mind as well. So patience is key. If you know, fear of missing out. Oh, we got to get on this. We need more GPUs. We need them now. Prices are coming down before Ethereum ends. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking like that. But what are they going to do? They're not going to ROI unless Ethereum's staying around. If you're 100% sure Ethereum will be around for at least another year of extensions, then go ahead and buy some. I have no issues. If I severely thought that was going to happen, I go buy, you know, a whole bunch right now myself, 3070s, whatever. But I am only looking for the A2000s. That's the only GPU. They're hard to find. And I'm still kind of sketchy on them because even an A2000, I'll probably have to turn off, you know, once Ethereum's gone, at least for a while, probably 2 years. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, another rant, guys. What's going on? We got 113 viewers, 59 likes. Smash that like button, guys. Hit that other button. Smash some other buttons. And if you just want to break your keyboard, go ahead and do that too. Oh, I didn't get to say this yet, but Fudweiser.
Get off Roblox. What are you doing? Are you still over there? Are you collecting gems? Mr. Fudweiser? I'm watching you.
Anyway, so what's going on? There he is. He's in Roblox. Has anyone done the resistor mod on their A2000s yet? No, I believe Panda's probably the only one that has done that. The company did email me and ask me about it. I said I didn't really know about it and how it works, but I don't know. I never heard back from him ever since I told him that. But yeah, I don't know. Techman did have a good point. I think it was last week when that was brought up that it's probably not good for your card, even though they're saying, you know, it's not changing any voltage or something. It's probably set, you know, going, you know, overclocking something or doing something to your card that wasn't initially there by default. Maybe a bad idea. By all means, if you want to do it, do it. But I'm just saying there's the potential outcome that your card could fry in a month, 2 months, who knows, but it could be toast. So keep that in mind as well. So I haven't done it to myself. I don't know if I would try it or not personally because I don't want to lose those cards because those are legitly the best cards. Are you going to mess with probably your best piece of hardware? Is ASIC mining a long-term investment? It all depends, Sam Dorchester. Like, obviously, the ROIs on most of them right now are 2 years or less. So up to 2 years. And right now we're in a low crypto price. Like I looked at the HS Lite, the HD box. Like, it could be and it might not be. They could be massively popular. They are popular. But let's just take, I guess we can go to ASIC miner value. What's it saying the current profitability is on, like, I don't know why. I always go back to the KD boxes because they're extremely, I don't know, they hardly use any power and they just make so much. But they're also expensive because they're, you know, it's great. Let's take this KD box, for example. Let's take this. I don't know how many coins this is mining a day, though. Does this say? No, it won't. Darn it. Actually, we can just, so this is $91.78 a day after power. So it's using 2560 watts. So let's look at KDA and see how many coins that is a day right now. So let's go to KDA price. We can kind of reverse engineer the profitability of this right now. So 91.78. So we're just going to put in 91.78. So that's 19. Holy crap. That's 19.08 coins a day. 19 coins a day. So yeah, and it's on its way down. But remember, it peaked. Where'd it go? We had a price spike here however long ago. Come on, KDA. 1 year. Where? There you are. So look at that. It hit $24. So let's just say you mine on this till the next bull run, which is 2 years from now. You're getting, remember, but you got other calculations, difficulties going up. It'll slowly drop to less coins. But basing off everything right now, 19 coins, maybe by the time, 2024 comes, you're probably making, say, 14 coins a day or something. But we're going up 19 right now. So say you got 19 coins a day at $24.52. Next bull run, what if we see $30 on KDA? What if we pumps to $50? We don't know. We're always talking about coins pumping, so it's going to be worth it. So we have to take the same mentality on everything else, or it just wouldn't be fair. So here we go. Say it hits at least $24 in 2024 at 19 coins. So we're going to pull up our calculator here. Calculator. Pull up our calculator. We're getting 19 coins a day. We're going to times that by just $24. That's $456 a day. A day if you don't sell until the next bull run at $24. $456. Okay. So say in 2 years from now, it pumps and you sell it all. So we got, 365. Then we times that by 2 for 2 years. The next bull run, that's 332,000 in 2 years that you'll have. What's the price of this miner? I think it'll ROI itself off about how many times? So it's sitting around 40 to 50,000. So let's say 40,000 from here right now. So we're going to divide that by 40. 1, 2, 3. Bam. This has paid itself off 8.3 times in 2 years if we see that spike. And what if it goes higher? Each bull run gets bigger. So, these are other numbers. I know it's a risky thing, but it seems like everybody uses this spiking mentality for the next bull run for GPU. So if you throw that onto something else, this looks like a massively great investment in my eyes, is it not? You not think that looks like something good? 2 years, this will pay itself off over 8 times. But currently right now, what's the ROI? If we look at ROI value right now, oh, it's over a year. It's like a year and a quarter. That's not going to pay it. Oh, it's 446 days. That's 446 days. What is this? That's absolutely I'm not paying that. That's not worth it at all. Until you look at other factors like, do a business standpoint, do a thing here. Do you think this will happen? It might not. I have no idea. But, everyone thinks everything's going to pump so high. GPUs are going to be super profitable because the coins are going to go up. Well, so will the ASIC coins. So will these coins. Coins go up, coins go down. We cannot predict what coins does what. But based on, all these future predictions and stuff, these things are extremely profitable. So that's just me, though. That's just the way I kind of look at things. It's a gambling type of aspect. But, go big or go home. Oh, crazy. I can't afford any of those, or I would. If I had the money right now, legitly, would I buy a KD6? I would. I would buy one of those right now if I could afford it, but I can't. Fast miners making a KD6 equivalent for, yeah, I heard about that. I heard about the fast miner ones. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, I definitely heard about they are doing something like that. I believe a new one just came out. No, it's a Litecoin miner. That's right. The KD something or something. I don't know. Best GPU for Roy. I don't know what Roy is. Yeah, 40,000 is very expensive for starters. Yeah, don't do that. You can always, start smaller. Like, where is it? I don't know. I got links in the description for Coin Mining Central, but just the little KD boxes. They're doing about 1.3 a day right now. 1.3 a day right now. So let's take the same mentality though. They're about, $4,000 to $6,000 depending where you can find them and if they're in stock or not. But, $6.25 right now. Exact same mentality. What is it? Actually, you know what? I can just see exactly what it was the past day here. Let's just go into the, oh no, that's a swapper. I don't want that. Fixed float. Hey, you guys ever use this fixed float? I got a referral code here if you guys ever want to use it. This thing is absolutely amazing for swapping to anything, and it's very fast. You don't have my account. It's in my Discord anyway, but this isn't the one I wanted. I totally forgot about that thing. Anyway, scrolling up. Pool, there we go. Others. 1.69 is what the past 24 hours have been. Oh, you guys can't see. So far I got total of 24.8 Cardano coins, and I got, it's making 1.69 a day. So 1.69. So let's go that 1.69 per day. So now we're going to go to our calculator. 1.69. We're going to times that by the good old 24. Bam, that's $40 a day, guys. We're going to times that by our 365, and then we're going to times that by 2 years. That's still $29,608 for a $4,000 to $6,000 machine, depending where you get it. That's still looking pretty good. This thing ROIs itself. How much? I'd say you spent the $6,000 on it. 4.93 times it has paid itself off. Almost 5 times over in 2 years. If we hit 24 cents again, that's insane. That still look good. And this only uses 230 watts. 230 watts. That's the same amount of power or less than actually 3080s. 3080 software is about 280. So imagine that. This thing's making, $8.12 for the same amount of power as a single 3080. Crazy. Crazy. That's USD. Oh, those are all USD prices that I just showed on everything. These are USD, not like, oh yeah, what does that be in Canadian? Good idea. What would I actually get on this? 8. How much is this making a day in Canada? Copy. Let's go USD to CAD. This thing's making $10.35 a day Canadian. That's not too bad for 230 watts. Yeah, that's why I never really was an ASIC miner user until Fudweiser originally sent me that L3 Plus, and I was playing with it, and it wasn't that profitable. At the same time, for some reason, I liked it more. I don't know. There's something about ASICs, the noise they make, everything they do just seems cool. Again, you also have, if something happens to that coin, it's dead. If something happens to that algorithm, it's dead. So, there's downfalls of it. Most likely nothing will really happen. Obviously, the safest miner you could get would be a Bitcoin miner. Bitcoin will never change its algorithm. It'll always be there, and you run it till it dies, pretty much type of thing. But they use a lot of power, so that's the downfall of a BTC miner. Or you can build a house of bricks out of them. Yeah, there you go. Build a house. Imagine that, an ASIC house. That'd be cool. Okay, what do we got going on here? 230 watts for a KD Box Pro. Yes. Did you not? Fundamental. I had, where's my video? Is it not here? That was a 7-day profits. When did I first test this thing out? Right here. Low power, high profits. This video right here, I went through it. I had it on the watt meter. Let me see. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay, pause it. I like the intro of that video. No, but yeah, there's that video I did. I went through the power and how to set it up and everything on that thing. But yeah, no, that thing was awesome. Is that some kind of software effect? What do you mean? The blinking and everything? No, that was some lights I used. Yes, nice vid. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I put a lot into the intro of that video. It took a little while to do, but it was cool. Oh, but yeah, it's showing 232 watts there when I first turned it on, but actually after it's been going for a while, it did drop down to its 230. So, but originally the highest I seen it peak to was that 232. So yeah, it's only using like 230 watts and making like anywhere from $9 to $10 a day. It's crazy. When is Rabid coin? I don't know. I don't know how to fork a coin. I don't know how to make the wallet when you fork a coin. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, but I really want Rabid coin to be a thing, and I want to start it very, very soon. But I don't know yet. Rabid coin's coming, guys. It's coming. I just got to figure out how to do it. I have no idea. I need help. Anybody know how to fork something? Not steal all the coins? Anyone solo mining aimlessly without understanding network latency, DNS optimization, and luck percentage is going to get crushed like a bug. Very, very true. Very, very true. When solo mining, you definitely want to try to have the lowest amount of latency as possible. You want to get them shares in there ASAP, because if someone beats you to the exact same share, that could potentially have found that block, like a pool, because when you're solo mining, you're competing against the pools and every other solo miners out there. So if you have like 100 millisecond and someone is closer and they have like say 90 and they send that share, that fraction of a second faster gets there, you could have hit a block, but it turns into a stale share and that block is no longer yours. So solo mining, get your latency down, pick the closest solo pool possible and stuff. Pool mining, it's not as bad. I find anywhere from 150 to even 200 milliseconds, it doesn't change your pay. Whether I'm on a pool at 50 milliseconds or 100 or 200, my pay pretty much stays the same. But solo mining, it will matter a lot more. On sale at Coin Mining Central right now, it seems. Make sure you use my link there, K-Spec. No. Yeah, I think it is on sale there, actually. They should. Did they just get more in? They were just sold out. They might have just got more in. I didn't get an email. Usually they email me when more miners and stuff come in stock, because during that video, they were actually out of stock. Just before I filmed the video, they were in stock. I filmed the video. They were out of stock. And then a couple days later, they said, yo, we just got 30 in. And then they were gone fairly fast. And now I guess they must have more in stock. But yeah, these things go very, very fast. I believe all the links and codes and everything are in the description as well if you want to check them out. You will need help. That's right. I'm dropping my savings into it. I heard you can create your own coin for $1,000. I'm not paying $1,000 to create a coin. But I think you're right there. There used to be a service called CoinFork or something like that, but it no longer exists. People are using it all the time, and I went to check it out, and it says the webpage you have found is no longer available, or code 44, whatever, 404, whatever it was. But yeah, so I don't know if maybe there's a new one somewhere. I couldn't find it, but allegedly, like really, it sounds simple enough. Like you got to download the blockchain, like depending what you want to fork. You got to download everything. Everything's on GitHub. Pretty much download the whole chain. You edit the name and stuff like that you want. Kind of choose an algorithm and everything. But I don't know how you make the wallet or anything. I'm not sure about the whole wallet aspect. Then you need a mining pool and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how that whole operation would work. You're thinking of the 1.6 gigahash version. So just the normal KD box. Yeah, it's a little cheaper. 1 terahash less. One thing I did notice, like, let me see here. It all depends, remember, on price and everything. But let's just go back to ASIC miner value. Because I do believe the one, I went through that in the video too. You get 1 terahash for only like an extra 30 watts over the KD box. Where is it? KD. So yeah, see, look at 25 watts. So look at 205 watts on the KD box for 1.6 terahash, or 230. An extra 25 watts for a full terahash. That's what made me think, oh, awesome. And that's another thing that would point me towards, like, I know this thing's not very profitable at all, but mini Doge, I think, oh, that went up a little bit. Nice. So it used to only be 7 cents. But, I did do that video on, watch this before buying a mini Doge, and it worked out that to get, slightly more hash rate than an L3 Plus, you needed 3 of these. to get pretty close to an L3 plus, and buying 3 of these worked out to cost more than a single L3 plus, and this thing only used like 10 watts less or something. So it was making more sense to buy an L3 plus. But now they got the mini Doge Pro, and this is actually 205 mega hash for 220 watts. So it's more hash rate for less power than the mini Doge. So I'm like, okay, they actually did something right. So buying 2 or 3 of these makes more sense now than buying an L3 plus. It is more efficient. So I don't know. These are things I look at when I look at these miners, like hash to watt ratios, what you're getting for it. So again, we're getting hash rate. I compare it to the L3 pluses. That's why I recommended don't buy this. A lot of people wanted to buy this. You know, it was a big thing. Mini Doge. It has Doge in its name. An L3 plus was a better buy than the mini Doge miner. Better. The hash to watt was pretty much almost identical, and it was cheaper for the hash rate to get one L3 plus than 3 of these. But now coming in with the Doge Pro, this thing's probably looking like the better buy, depending on the price. Actually, I don't know what the price of these things are, and it looks like they just use the same picture. But I think I'm supposed to be getting one of these in here to try pretty soon, so we'll see what happens. I don't know 100% if I am or not yet, but allegedly I might be able to be testing one of these out here soon. So we'll see what happens. And okay, yeah. 9. So they're about, prices are kind of up there. 36 cents a day after power. We'll see what happens. If I end up with this in, we'll take a look at some numbers and see. But yeah, anyway. What do we got going on? All right, I'm gonna go hang out with the family. You all have a great day, and if the rest have been great, I hope it all gets better. Good luck, and okay, my best friend, thank you for showing up. Have a great day yourself as well. Oh, Golden Wolf, what's going on? You always show up so late because we're probably almost time to wrap this whole thing up. Rabid, how would you invest 100K in mining right now? 100K into mining right now? If I had 100K that I could just throw in mining, well, okay. There's a smart way and a non-smart way. The first non-smart way would be more based on wants. So 1, I would roll with a Threadripper. 2, I would look into a KD6 and some other things. Now, the smart way would probably looking into, the two KD6s. And hopefully, the coin remains on par. Because, look at this thing. 100K. Let's have a peek. Let's go back to ASIC miner value again. It's funny, if I had the money, where do I go? Straight to ASICs, because I don't know. Some people really hate ASICs, but honestly, if I had the money, this is probably where I would go. Jazz Miner, X4, nah, they're gonna own Ethereum Classic, but I don't know. It depends on everything. This is still an iffy. It's awesome right now, but it's an iffy. But I would go. I go 2 of these. 100K, I get 2 of those. I get 2 KD6s. Like, seriously. $92 for 2,600 watts. Like, what's the ROI currently on these? What did it say? 200 and some days? 300 days? Where is it? Oh, it doesn't... What? Oh, wait. Gotta go down. Scroll down. Depending where you get them. If you want to buy something, remember, use my link. How much is it here? 636. Oh, it's cheaper over here. AK Miner is a little cheaper. I don't know if I have an affiliate to them or not, but it's saying 445 all the way up to, this one says never because it's out of stock. But yeah, under 2 years, anywhere you get these from, it's all under 2 years. So yeah, I'd roll with that. And then 2 years, eventually about the time this thing's going to start ROIing or just after they ROI is the bull run coming in, which is when you potentially would see that price spike and they do that. So what would I do? 100K, I would probably go with KD6s, honestly. Rabid, do you know what the hash rate is on a R9 390X? I'm not sure. Let's see if we can Google it. We can try to Google that. Let's Google an R9. Which one is that? 3090X. Hash rate. What kind of hash rates we looking at? Oh, nice hash. Let's see what you're going to tell us. What are you going to tell us, nice hash? Oh gosh. All right, so we're getting 15 mega hash on Dagger Hashimoto, which is your Ethereum. Now I don't know if to talk about ETC hash here. I don't know what the RAM is on. That sounds like an older card. So I'm assuming maybe it's Ethereum Classic. You got Library, EcoHash, Beam, and Decred. What? These are like ASIC stuff. What? AMD R. What the heck is this R9? I don't even know what this is. There we go. Here's a 2020. What's the hash rates in 2020? There's a Reddit post. Hey guys, nowadays MSI to mine Ethereum. Another DAG size is allocated to VRAM. No fix. Okay, so it looks like it's a 4 gig Ordelio. So it's Ethereum Classic. I don't know, but it looks like about 15 mega hash. Why does it say 15 then? If it's a 4 and then you move to ETC, it should be back to 30. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know about that one. But there's some quick numbers based on a Google search. I don't really know. Sorry I'm later, but building mining racks to set up for 4 gigahash way later. You're crazy, Golden Wolf. You're insane. Good thing you weren't here earlier. Just bugging you, but welcome. If I remember, there was a motherboard with 2 epic CPUs and tons of PCI lanes. You can scale tons with A2000s with this rig. Yes, Epics and Rippers got a massive amount of PCI Express lanes. That is 100% legit. You could probably stack up a ton of those PCI Express splitters into those things, I imagine, and get a lot of GPUs rolling, but that would be crazy. But yeah, it's best to toss. Yeah, definitely possible. They do have a lot of them splitters for sure. PCI Express lanes, I mean. You could put so many A2000s on a single thread ripper. I know, and that's another thing, because we know Red Panda tried doing that, what is it, 18 to 20 GPU thing. You wanted to see how many he could put on his thread ripper. He has a 1920 or 19 whatever. I'm not sure which thread ripper, but that's an old gen thread ripper. It doesn't have, a 5950X is twice as good as those 1900 thread rippers, the first gen thread rippers. But these newer ones, like the 3970X, they got 68 PCI Express lanes, or 48 or something. So in theory, you could probably fit 20, 25, maybe 30 or 40 GPUs on one of those 3950Xs, which would be a nice, fun experiment. One, get all the hash rates, figure out what this thing's drawing at the wall, see how many GPUs we can squeeze onto that thing, and then when we're done testing the ever-living crap out of a thread ripper, then I could throw it into my workstation, and it'll help me out with, obviously, rendering videos a lot better. So, there's multiple ways I can use that, and it might make sense for the price for me, but as an average miner, you can get 4 5950Xs for the same price of one of those 3970Xs. But still, I still can't justify the price, even for myself. It's so expensive, guys. What are they at now? Let's have a look right now. Let's just torture myself some more by looking at a thread ripper. PC part picker. Actually, eBay had one for a decent price for 2,600 Canadian. A 3970X. I do believe the 3970X is the best price to performance in the Threadripper categories over the 3990Xs, the 3995s. They're like $6,000 or $7,000 a piece, and they don't hash as much per thread because their core speed is so low and a whole bunch of other factors. But regardless, let's just have a look at this and torture myself a little bit, because we like doing that, don't we? We like looking at stuff we can't get. Who doesn't? Where is my saved parts? Ripper. All right, what do we got here? $3,700. 2646, but out of stock. Obviously, it's only available at Amazon, and it's scalper price. But like I did see some on eBay. Let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna butcher. Hold on, I'm gonna drag this away just in case there's some bad information. Oh, Rabid, upgrade your experience with the eBay app. All right, we're logged into Rabid. We're good. Where's my thread ripper? 3970. I think it was in my cart. Oh yeah, it's still in my cart. I put it in my cart, guys. That's one step closer. See, there's a thread. Oh no, it's gone. Oh man, it legitly was there. You guys seen it flash for a second, didn't you? Anyway, let's have another look. Let's go look at the 3970X. It was there for a second. This is the one right here. See, it's even highlighted. You guys can see that I clicked on it. This is the one that was in my cart. Oh, it was like, it was $50 cheaper the other day, I think. But Oh, here it is. Here it is, guys. US 2100, Canadian 2720. $2,720 just for the CPU. It doesn't even come with a box. I messaged them. I legitly messaged them. You know, I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna show you all this. It says I'm logged in though. Oh, sign in. Okay, crap. But I messaged him. I asked him if it came with a box and stuff, and he said it does not come with the box. I'm like, oh, if you're getting a Ripper, you'll definitely need the box, but it's over $1,000 cheaper than anywhere else right now. You know, I don't think the box costs $1,000, does it? Let's see here. What's my password? Engage. There we go. We're signed in. I don't want the results anymore. We can legitly look at my cart. See, it's in the cart. I told you. It's in the cart. Can't afford it though. But where's my message? I have a message from him. I asked him, where's the box? What does it come with? But one thing I really liked of this, look, like you have a 30-day refund, PayPal, you know, all these other things. So legitly, you're not going to get ripped off. If it doesn't work, you can return it, send it back, whatever. So obviously these are things you look for when you buy stuff off platforms. So, you know, this looks just legit. It's trusted. 98.7% positive feedback, a crap ton of feedback, return policies. You don't even pay till you receive it, I think. Something like that. I don't know. Craziness. So it's looking awesome. Oh my gosh, look at this. An epic. There's an epic there now, guys. Oh man. Oh, and 1 million. Oh, these ones are good ones. 2.45. Oh, that's not very good. That's not very high. That's a low clock speed. It might not be that good. But regardless, here it is. But now, what's next? Motherboards. Now that we've seen the Ripper, we got to look at motherboards. Those things are absolutely edit part list. This one's not even in here, so we got to X this out. Goodbye, motherboard. Never to be seen again because you're out of stock. Let's see what you got here. What's the cheapest motherboard? Oh my gosh, $700. $709 for this ASRock. But if we go to the good old Google machine, let's look at a TRX 40 motherboard. I believe there's an Asus Prime for $650. Right here. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, LG 1200. Who wants Intel crap? I'm just kidding, guys. Some of you guys like Intel. But look, it's right here. $650. Amazon of all places. Asus Prime TRX 40 Pro S. It's a nice looking motherboard, though. This thing looks sweet. And yeah, no. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That's the right account. But look at this. That's a nice looking motherboard, huh? Is that thing like OG? Oh, it's so sweet. Drooling. Sorry guys, there's drool falling out of my mouth here a little bit. But yeah, anyway, motherboard, $650. So what's the price just for that and the motherboard? Where are we at? So where's my calculator? So we're at 20s. And look, it's free shipping. That's even better. Free shipping. That's crazy. I go to order something. Okay, this is coming from, where is it? China. It's free shipping. If I order from the States, it's like $80 to ship. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense at all? Threadripper is amazing. I even use, oh, I know. Stop saying that. You make me, okay, forget it. That's enough. Buy it now. Done. Commit to buy. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. I just want to see what the pricing is here. $27.20. $27.20 plus $650. So we're at $3,370 and we don't even have anything else yet. So now we got to tack on what do we got to tack on still? Everything else. So now we need a cooler. I think this thing looks cool. I only picked this because it says Ripper on it. This thing, oh, it's expensive, but is this not a wicked looking cooler for a Ripper or what? Like seriously? Does that not just scream Threadripper? Ryzen Threadripper, like duh. Okay, anyway, what else do we got here? So we need to tack on something for a cooler. I don't want this. I want an M2. Cancel that. Storage. Cheapest M2 I think is M2. Where's the M2? Yeah, this guy, this Kingston right there. Bam, add that in. And then a power supply. Oh, and we need RAM. And because this also has quad channel, so you need 4 sticks. You can run it in dual channel, 2 sticks, but Rippers do have quad channel if you utilize 4 sticks, which benefits more than what you're using. Like, you don't really need to use 4 sticks in like the 5000, 3000 series because it's all dual channel stuff. But the Rippers do support dual and quad channel, which requires 4 sticks. So now let's see, like, what do we got here? Actually, I got 2 sticks already of flare, so I got free. So I only need 2 more sticks. So technically, that's a little bit off. Where, memory right here. CL14, cheapest to the 8 mils, 8.75. G-Skyd and Tridents. Oh, the G-Skill. Oh, they're all sold out. It's an extra $9, but we're gonna have to go with that. There we go. And we need I have power supply, so technically I can get rid of that. So there we go. So we can drop this. Great, let's pull this out. And we got, okay, this is all this. So I got to add an extra 480. So plus 488. That's $3,800, $3,858. So to buy everything right now, it costs just under $4,000. Okay, that's that. I don't even. Oh my gosh, that's way too much. I don't even think I have $4,000 anymore. Where is what I want to check? I want to check out something. Log out, save parts list. Oh, I didn't save that. Oh well. Cheap CPU mine. Let's take a cheap CPU. No, actually, we'll have to do a 5950X. So let's go to this now. There's no RAM in here, so we're gonna have to edit this parts list. Remove that RAM, swap the RAM out, put in the same G-Skill Trident stuff. Right here, 8.75 nanoseconds. Yes, add. Okay. I have a power supply, so I don't need it. But I will need it if I buy 2. But regardless, look at $1,000 versus $3,843. So for an extra $142, I could build 4 of these. 4 of these for an extra $142. Oh, see where the price justification kind of comes in? And one Threadripper is about 2 of these. It'll hash slightly better and a little more efficient than 2 of these 5950Xs, but no, I could build 4 for pretty much the same price as 1. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. If you really want a Threadripper, buy a used Dell server. How much are those? How much is a Dell server? Is that 3950X? Let's Google that right now. Let's Google that. Used Dell. Where is it? Used Dell. Where you at? Used Dell server. 3970X. Let's see. Server Monkey. 3970X. Used PowerEdge. Dell servers. Results for used Dell servers. Toronto. I don't see 3970X in any of these. If you want to sell your Threadripper, you get your money back. Very true, but I don't think I'd ever want to sell it. Ever. Oh, crazy. I don't know. I can't find nothing here. Oh, well. Oh, well. That was fun. Is this one? What? Is what one? What are we talking about? You print your own case with 3D printer. That'd be cool. Epic CPU. I don't think... The Epics are great, but I don't know. Their cores are a lot slower, though. I don't know. But the new Epics actually are supposed to be OG beasts with like a massive amount of cores, threads, and L3 cache. Threadrippers drop in value faster. Well, the 3970X hasn't really dropped in any value yet. It's still crazy expensive. And the new ones just came out, but they're only pros and OEMs, so that part sucks. Hopefully they're up. I hope they update it to they do drop like a 7970X. That would be sweet. I hope they go back and do a consumer grade thing again, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Blocking the memory access, so hotspots and one of my APIs is related, so imperfect setup for sure, but the area rewards being trash is the biggest issue. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, guys, we have been here for quite some time, so I suppose we should wrap this up. So appreciate everyone for showing up for this, and oh, there we go. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Rabid